Welcome back, everybody. This is Leslie with Art Ladle and Spade. I wanted to give an update on our regraded backyard and a space that I expanded up by the front porch. But first, I wanted to show you all of the rose bushes and everything that's blooming. I feel like everything changes out here day to day, and so I wanted to come out here and show you what I was doing and show you all of the blooms. So this rose bush is amazing, and I think I mentioned in a previous video that these were dug up from a nature preserve, a yard that was going to be totally just mowed down, and they put grass down. So they tore everything out, they put grass down, and before that we had an opportunity to go over there and dig up as many plants as we could before the new owners, or actually the investors, before they got the dump trucks over there and got all the trees and everything cut down. So these are the rose bushes. There are 5. At first I was saying there were 4. And I think I was saying there were 4 because in the beginning, 2 of these were placed very closely together, and I'm guessing that's why I thought there were only 4, but they're actually 5. And this one here has taken off. These all had some type of disease last year, and I had to treat them. The leaves were turning brown, and it looked really bad, and it spread to all of them. And I will admit that I believe I spread the disease by cutting a plant that was diseased and then not cleaning my shears, and I went ahead and continued cutting. And so I spread the disease to many plants in the yard, and luckily they recovered. But these are the rose bushes that are doing really well. And I wanted to show you my Asiatic lilies that are coming up, and my bearded iris. This is a bearded iris that I got last year, and I hope that you can see all of the colors in here, but it's so beautiful. And a lot of my Asiatic lilies are coming up, and my absinthe is doing really well. So I just wanted to give an update on everything. It just literally seems like everything changes day by day. This is what I was saying in the video. This is one of my candy tufts, 2 of my candy tufts that I thought died, and I went ahead and left them in there, and then I noticed over the past couple of days they're coming back. So again, when you think something's dying, just take care of it and give it some time to recover from the shock of being moved, and most times they will come back. Not all the time, but most time. And this was a new area of the island that I added, and place some juniper in here. So I've been noticing this, and I have to do some research to see whether or not I have planted these correctly, but I've noticed some areas of them are dying off, but I don't want to dig them up again and put them through a new shock, so I'll leave them alone. And these 2 that I moved, these are Japanese holly. This one's doing really well, and I had mentioned in a previous video that one had been dying, but I neglected to show you the video. So this is another one that I dug up, and this is the same. I dug this up at the same time that I dug the other one up, and this one just is not doing well. However, I am not going to pull it out yet. I'm going to see how it does. This is how my rose bushes looked the first year after I dug them up, and then they came back, as you see, bigger and better. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this alone and see how it does. I'll give it a few weeks, but I will go ahead and pull this out if it doesn't recover. I do want to show you what happens when you don't properly mulch. So this area here, I wanted to leave some space. I didn't want to put cardboard all the way up to the tree, all the way up to the Japanese holly. And so on both sides, I've got grass coming through. So I will find a way to get that small piece of cardboard in there and get that grass covered up. All right, I'm going to walk you over to the front porch and show you what has changed out here. So this is what, oh, you see my shadow. I don't want you to see my shadow. There we go. This is what has been done out here today. I had mentioned that I had hostas out here and I had Brunera, and it was not doing well. In the evening, this gets full sun, and so this is considered a full sun area. So everything to the right of the tree is considered a full sun area. Everything to the left of the tree, it gets random sun throughout the day and filtered sun. So shade plants do really well on this side. Again, you see my shadow, I apologize. But I went ahead and dug up the Brunera and the hosta that was here. This hosta seems to be okay. There was another hosta here, and I went ahead and dug that up. And then there were 2 hostas in the back. I had plenty of canna lilies, so I went ahead and replaced those with the canna lilies. And then I neglected to I'm going to go ahead and dig up this astilbe, and I'm going to put this astilbe in the area that I expanded over here. I'm going to kind of walk you through and show you what's going on over here. So again, I'm trying to keep my shadow out of this. All right, so this is the area. I mentioned this in the video, then I did it. I went ahead and expanded. I'll move the bricks once I get everything planted, but I'm going to go ahead and put the Brunera here, and I'm going to put the 2 Japanese laurel that were supposed to go further up in the garden. I'm going to go ahead and put the Japanese laurel here, the Brunera, and some hostas in this area. And then I'll be done with this area here. But I had to find a place to put the Japanese laurel. I thought I was going to have a place to put it in the back, but now that the backyard has been regraded and I'm getting an idea of how I want that to look, I am not going to put the Japanese laurel in the back. I'm going to put it in the front. But this is what this looks like. Everything seems to be recovering pretty well, and very, very happy. That's my other favorite word. My favorite 2 words, very happy and interesting. All right, we're gonna walk in the backyard, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this planted first. I'll go ahead and get everything planted. I don't know that I'll get it sheet mulched, but I will go ahead and get everything planted, and then I'll show you the backyard. Okay, welcome back. So we are at the front porch area, and you can see where I went ahead and expanded this area. I wanted to be able to put the Japanese laurel, and it was interesting. I thought there were only, that's my word, interesting. There were 2 Japanese laurel, and I did not notice until I planted the first one that there were actually 2 plants. So I got 4 plants out of the 2 that I dug up by the Japanese maple. And it was really because these are going to get big, and I wanted to give the Japanese maple some space. Right here they have plenty of space. As they get taller, I can cut underneath, and so to give the hostas a chance to breathe. And the coleus is an annual. That's the only annual out here. The 2 hostas here and the one in the back, those are the ones that I grew in the house. And this hosta here is one that was out in the yard, and I dug up because the area was needed for the garage. So the Brunera, which was struggling, I went ahead and put the Brunera here. I did notice when I was putting the soil back that I did not plant this Brunera deep enough, so I may go in and put that a little bit deeper in the soil, or put more soil up around it. But this is it. So I'm going to go ahead and start sheet mulching. I've put my first layer of cardboard here. I have more cardboard here, and I don't think I'm going to need much. There was a lot of grass, and I went ahead, these bricks were the border for the back here. That metal border, I'm going to go ahead and leave that metal border there. And then I'll just add the mulch in, and I'll see if I like it. If not, that border is pretty easy to take out. It's held down by stakes, and that is metal edging. But I'll see what it looks like once I just go ahead and put the cardboard and the mulch down. And if I like it, then I'll go ahead and set these inside. I dug down, done a deep border on this. And once I get the cardboard down and the mulch down, I'm gonna go ahead and set the bricks on top of it. But I wanted to show you. I didn't think I was gonna get this done today, but I did. So I'm pretty happy. And once I finish mulching it, it should take a few minutes. Then I'll pop back in and show you the finished product. Okay, everybody, this is the finished product. The only thing I did not do, I did not set the bricks down inside the border. I'm done for the night. I need to walk my dogs. I have some work to do before my work day starts tomorrow evening. But this is it. One of the things from bag mulch, from colored bag mulch, you need to let it sit for 24 hours before you water it. So I did go ahead and water all of my plants in, and then I put down the mulch. But this is it. This is the expansion. You really can't see the metal behind it, so I'll wait for it to settle in a couple of days to see whether or not I am okay with that being back there, or if I need to move it forward. We have more metal edging in the garage, so I will go ahead and put metal edging down as well. It just helps reinforce the brick edging and keeps everything nice and tidy. But now I've moved my Japanese laurel, and they'll have room to breathe, and my Japanese maple will have room to breathe. But this is the expansion. This is what it looks like from this side. I'll have to straighten up the bricks fell when I was moving them. But I'll probably dig a little bit deeper in here so the bricks will stay put. They keep shifting, and I always have to straighten them up. But this is it. This is the expansion. So I've got the Brunera, I've got my hostas, and I've got my coleus, and I've got, you guys see my friendly little chipmunk back there? I don't know if you can see it. I feel like if I move, she'll run. Oh, she already did run. Okay, anyway, this is it. This is my Sunday. All right, let me take you to the backyard. So this is our newly regraded backyard, and very excited to be able to have this blank canvas to work with. So the first thing we're going to do is get some soil in here and put down grass seed. We're going to seed it in sections and work on it in sections. But this is it. They were able to grade it to where the water will go back towards the back, and they put more dirt towards this area where the silt fence is. And we actually have some flat space here. We didn't have this before the garage. And we are gonna have to put in an extra step, extra stairs over here where the silt fence is. So there's stairs there, and we're gonna have to put more steps here. There was just so much dirt back here. We had to make it work. So we went ahead and he graded it. It won't have to add some more stairs here, which is fine. This area here, we're going to put evergreens, and hopefully this will reinforce the mound of dirt here so it doesn't fall over. And my husband is going to put a French drain along here, so when it rains, the water will run off towards the back and it won't spill over. But this is it. This is a lot of work to be done. We still have to get a fence up. We're debating on whether or not we're going to do the grass and the evergreens before we do the fence, or if we're going to do the fence first. But a lot of space to work with, a lot of ideas, a lot of expensive ideas. I don't know if they'll all come to fruition, but my mind has gone crazy with this space. But this is it. So now the fun begins. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Thanks for watching.